63, the 65, the 66, the SIE exam, all the FINRA exams and NASAA exams. Come here for some help with it. Now, before I get started and into the live, hey, how are you? That's great. I'm glad to see you here. So let's get into this a little bit. Let's start with the number one question I get all the time is, what do I do if I'm taking the test tomorrow? So as I say, get the hell off my live. If you're taking it tomorrow, I don't want you on here. Good luck, vibes, congrats, snaps. We're going to do it. Get some sleep, get off here. Now, if you're taking it tomorrow, you're done, you're studied, go get some sleep, do whatever you have to do to relax, glass of wine, smoke a J, whatever it is, okay? Back massage, whatever. Now, the next step is if you're taking it after tomorrow, like say 2 days from now. Tomorrow, don't take any tests really. If you want to do little quizzes, maybe, but nothing big, nothing taxing. Spend the day adding knowledge, okay? Just spend the day just watching videos, watching my videos, reading the book, reading some like the Crunch Time Facts, or if you have Notman, the key topics, or if you have Kaplan, the tips and tricks. All these little things. I think Achievable has a cheat sheet too. I'll have to look that up. I think they do. Now, that's good for tomorrow and the day after. Now, if it's beyond that, what you want to do is you want to take, if you're within 10 days, you want to take finals every day. In the morning, try to match the time you're taking on the exam if you can, to get the same biorhythms and all that Zen crap, okay? Try to do that. And then every day after you take it, review it in detail, right and wrong answers. Review everything, not just the wrong answers. Review everything, and any section you do bad on, either reread, watch a video, or take a quiz on to do it to get that score up. That's your thing. Leading up to that, remember, when you start studying, and if you're just starting out, you want to make sure that you read the book fully. I don't care what test it is. Read the book cover to cover, no tests, no questions, no highlighting, screw the highlighting, no notes. Just read through it. If you want to go through the second time and take notes, that's fine. But we like progress. We want to get through. So those are your plans for taking it. Literally, that's what it is. Taking it tomorrow, stop, get off here. Taking it beyond tomorrow, no tests the day before, but every day but the day before, you're taking finals every day. But you don't need to take finals for a month, like 10 days. You want to do chapter quizzes and like attack the weak stuff up until 10 days out, and then every day. Then watch videos and read. I think that works. Now, there's a lot of free stuff. Remember, you're not alone. There's a lot of free stuff on here. There's a lot of free stuff. I have my Facebook group, which is FINRA Exam Prep with Capital Advantage Tutoring. Then we also have Series 65, 66 Exam Prep. I have almost 5,000. I mean, it's ridiculous. I looked up, it's like 2,200 active people in there. We have a chat for every class test, right? So you can go in the room and see the big stuff and then get help from me and Michael Weiss and a couple other tutors. By the way, Michael Weiss, great tutor. Check him out at series7examtutor.com. Also, I do it at series7exam.org. Okay. You can, if I'm too expensive and Michael's too busy, which he's pretty busy, I have other tutors that are newer. Good. They're just newer and they're cheaper. Okay. I can help you out with that. If you need the 79, I got a guy, Joe, out in California, but he's booked up constantly. It's crazy because he's that good. I'm trying to get him to get somebody else to back him up. Now you have that. We also have my membership thing. So every Friday night we meet at 6 o'clock. I do the 65, 66 class, even the 63. At 7 o'clock, I do the Series 7. And then at 8 o'clock, I do the options. It's an options only class. We call it the happy hour because people drink, have wine, and we go to like 8:30. We start at 8, we go to like 9:30 sometimes, unless I have to go. It's every Friday night Eastern time. Those are in my memberships. So in the membership, if you go into the group, if you go onto my video, there's a little button that says join. Also, if you like my shit, hit like, subscribe, and share this shit, okay? See what happens. Maybe it works. Okay, so now, hit the join button, and there's 4 choices. There's the cheap one, which is just watching old membership videos of these classes. I record them and post them sometimes. Then the next level up is $20 a month. Now remember, do this on a laptop or desktop, because if you do it on an iPhone, Apple sometimes likes to jack 30% on, so we don't want to do that. $20 a month is just my options videos. Now my options are crazy. Okay, they're different than anyone else's. You can use T-charts if you want. I don't. Okay, I think my options are off the fucking chart. They're game changing, totally different, very visual, like common sense. So you kind of understand what's going on. You know the bull bear, the break even, everything. That's for $20 a month to get access to all my videos on options. It's only options. Everything else is free. Anything else I do other than the classes and the options is free. I put however many videos on there. Now, the next step up is $25 a month, which means you get everything below it. You get the once a week 7 class, plus the options, plus the replay of the videos. Then you go up even higher, the $50 a month. That's the option class, the Series 7 class, and the options videos, and then the membership replays. Okay. So if you think about it, we meet every week pretty much. I'm even doing not the Christmas Eve, right? Every Friday we meet, and once in a while it'll be a Sunday if I have something going on Friday, but it's either Friday or Sunday. I don't like Sundays because I finally get to see football. Okay. Now, hey, how are you? What's up? Hey, congrats. That's awesome. Now, if you haven't noticed, this isn't live. I'm recording this, right? You did figure that out, right? I'll be live in a second, just as soon as I get this shit out of the way. Now, if you think about it, paying $50 a month if you're doing options, okay? That means you're meeting 2 times a week, which is 8 lessons, which is what, $6 a lesson. It's pretty cheap. I think so. I'm selling myself cheap. Okay. Anyway, those are all the things. If you also, what other? So also check out Susie Rhodes at Passmaster. You can check out Brandon Rith over at Basic Wisdom. You can check out Brian Lee at Teskey. You can check out Dean Tinney over on his channel. That's it. I mean, those are all the free resources out there. I still think I'm the shit because I don't waste time. I don't talk for a long time. I don't have long videos. They're not short. Some are long, but
on this beautifully warm summer day, I'm going to give you a little information on how to study for the exam. First of all, read the fucking book. You got to read the book, okay? If you try to just do questions, you're going to end up coming to me or another tutor and spending a lot of money. Read the damn book. Can't say that enough. Get through it one time. Don't take a lot of notes unless you're a really good note taker. But if you take a lot of notes, what's going to happen is you're going to sit there and take forever to finish it. Get through the book one time at least. Try to get the big picture. Options, maybe you got to do a couple times through practice exams. But then just start taking quizzes on each chapter. Each chapter, take 10 to 15 questions on each chapter. Anything you get less than a 75 on, reread the chapter or that section, whatever it is. It's time consuming, but you got to do it. Then once you're passing all them, then start finals. Doing finals is not studying. Doing finals is to find out where you're weak. That's not a form of studying. Yes, you're going to get advice from people to say, just take a lot of tests. You know what? You don't meet the 50% of people who fail doing that because you're now doing something else. This job takes that kind of dedication. You need to read, quiz, and then study. If you need help with options, go. Either hire me, hire someone else, talk to people, or I have a bunch of videos on YouTube that will help you, okay? Now, if you've done all the quizzes and the finals, every time you do a quiz, reread the chapter. Once you get to the finals, take a final. Then the lowest 2 sections, reread those chapters. It's testing and reading, both of them together. I'm going to repeat that. That's my fucking mantra. You got to read the book. If you don't, you're going to have a problem. Also, don't look for which vendor mimics the exam. None of them do. Very few. You're gonna hear from people. Oh, Kaplan does, STC does, Achievable does. None of them do.
I don't fucking care. Oh my God! Fucking Michelle Jones! Fucking nailed it. I am so fucking happy for you. I had to stop my goddamn video. That is awesome! Mother of pus bucket, Michelle, you nailed it. I knew you were ready. That is awesome. I had to stop my damn video once I read that. I was fucking insane. That is awesome. I wish I had a good walkaway song for you, but we just have to deal with this.
I just want to celebrate, yeah.
Boom, Michelle. That is fucking awesome. Never give up. What is that thing? Never give up. Never stop trying. I don't know what it is. Never give up. Oh, that is awesome. Should leave that up there all day. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Taking the essay on the 15th of videos. Of course they did. I'm on a roll now. That's awesome. Ryan, we're going to get this. You're, 10 days away? Boom, we're going to nail this thing. We're going to get that essay behind us. Okay. Boom. Ken's. I like the first name, sort of. He had the Z in there, but that's okay. Boom, I love it. That's awesome. Okay. Ashley's going to fucking nail it. I know she will. Okay. Okay, let's get into some real questions. I have my 63 scheduled for next Wednesday, studying full-time and starting practicing. I am stuck on the high 50s. Okay. So here's the deal. Okay. Keep taking tests. Here's the thing. Take tests and review. This is the one thing about the 63 that's kind of crazy, right? The 63 is a timing test, right? The 63 is pretty much, hold on. You know who's so happy, Michelle? This person's happy. Yeah, Michelle. Okay, good. Now, hope I didn't break the head. I didn't. No, I didn't. Oh, good. Imagine if I broke the bobblehead off of Michelle. Okay, now. You better come on Friday to class, baby. Okay. Now, if you're taking the 63, what we got to do is remember this, okay? If you're taking the 63, it's a timing test, Jeff, okay? It is literally a timing test, and this is what I watch. I watch everyone go like this. Studying for the 63 for like 2 weeks, it's like shitty, bang, it goes up. Usually within the last few days. So like, I bet you by this weekend, your score is going to start popping, okay? Within the next 2-3 days, so what you do is as you're doing quizzes, get them down. It's more about taking tests, and I don't know what vendor you have. And if it's like, if the high 50s is bad, but what happens is go over it and see, are you missing it because you're not tracking the question, or you're doing it because, are you missing it because you don't know your shit? You got to know the difference, and that's kind of the deal. So you got to really work on that. You got to figure out whether it's lack of knowledge. We don't know how to do this. Okay, Ella. So if you want to do the 7 membership, this is $25. Okay, $25 a month, a mere $5 every. I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. So $5 times 5, right? There it goes. Okay, so now, just the options member. Remember, just the options member is you just get to see the videos. Okay. Okay. John Paul Thurrott. Okay, there we go. I told you to call me. Right? I told you to come on here. Okay. We'll work on Annuities, Diego. John Paul Thurrott, JP Thurrott. Boom, done, boom, boom, done. Even though you might have done this already, we're taking a ride down the firework trail. I'm like one of those shitty fucking morning DJs without the talent, right? Just all these noises and bells and whistles and shit like that. Hold on, wait a second. Hold on. Folding mink. Done with all your shit. Folding mink, 86. You 86 at his ham and kick the shit out of it.
I just want to celebrate, yeah, yeah.
Boom. Okay, baby. Let's get back up. Never say die. Never surrender. Never say die. Good. Okay. John Paul, how can I be the best if you're possibly the best? You are the killer. Okay, so now, Mitch, to 63. You don't get a full vote. You get this. There we go. Love it, Mitch. Awesome. Are we done? We got more shit to do? Or is it just starting? Maybe you got to get to 26. Maybe you got to get to 24. Whatever. Awesome. I'm so happy for you, my man. Okay. Yo, 4D2. Okay, it's like, hold on. You have the SIE or the 7? Hold on. Let me get, okay. You got the 6 and 63. You're now done. Okay, so now, okay, so there's different levels. The options member is just $20 a month. You just get the videos. If you want the other stuff, if you want the whatever you want to call it, if you want to also get the class, it's $25 a month. If you want all that and the options class, it's $50 a month. $50 a month, but you're gonna get 2 classes a week, 7 and 8 p.m. on Fridays. That works out to be like $8 a class. I'm giving this shit away. Crazy Kenny, my prices are insane. And if you don't live on the East Coast, you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Look up Crazy Eddie on YouTube. Okay. Yes, you're gonna fucking Brandy. You're gonna get that shit. Okay. Just Michelle, I've been dealing with her for no kidding. So I've been dealing with her for months. Okay, so now, but she's done. Now she needs a 66, but that's okay. Up, Chuck. Up, Chuck. What's up, Chuck? Okay. Just watch the upcheck. Watch the whole. Watch, guys. Don't just watch the quick and dirty. It's a good one. It's a fucking good one. But the whole. Oh my God! It's like it's. What the fuck is wrong with me? That is I know it and then I can't fucking remember it. It's like I'm getting old. Okay. Crash Course. Watch the whole Series 7 Crash Course up, Chuck. It's going to help. Okay. Oh, Lori, hold on. Boom. I didn't see it, Lori. I'm going to get to you. Just watch the crash course videos. Keep going. You're going to, oh, no, never mind. Okay. I have a crash course playlist for the 66. Watch them. They're going to help you. Just keep doing tests, baby. Okay. Lori! Boom. You're done. Done, done, done.
I just wanna celebrate. I just wanna celebrate.
I hope nobody has kids on here and they're fucking, oh my God, it's so loud. Hoping nobody's trying to go to sleep because we're hyping this shit up. We're going to drag, Ivy, how are you? We're going to drag your fucking ass over the passing line. I'm going to pull you, grab you, fighting tooth and nail to get you over this stupid test. And that's why it's just fucking hype, baby. Because I'm telling you right now, confidence is massive. If you go in there thinking I'm going to fucking fail, you're out. You're going to fail. If you go in there and think that you're going to nail this thing, boom, you're gonna nail it. Of course your kid is. Laura, there you go. As one of my students' kids call me the cussing guy. Okay, so now, but I try to wait at least 30 seconds after the YouTube video starts because then I don't get there. By the way, don't forget to check out my podcast. Hey Google, play the latest episode of Blue Collar Finance. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Ashley, how do we feel, baby? We're doing this. Athlete, we're going to go. Let's fucking go, baby. Ashley, you're going to nail this. You're going to take your time Sunday. You are going to stop around dinner time, but you're not going to do any tests, okay? You're not going to do. I'm going to get to. Okay. Ashley, you're going to take Sunday off. Not off, but you're not going to go heavy. Maybe a little option quizzes. And then watch the crash course stuff and take it easy, baby. We're going to take this shit easy, okay? Boom. Okay. Okay, we got the 12th. That means you got a week. Ken's, we got a full week, okay? We're going to nail this thing, right? Together. Guys, have any questions? I think Diego asked about annuities, and we'll head over into that world in a couple minutes. Okay. Folding, we got you. Boom, it's been a while, right? Boom, okay. Harley Frankenfield. Okay. Yeah, I think exactly. You got to do that shit. I have the videos on it, but it really comes down to, like Mitch said, taking the test. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now, Diego. Okay. We'll see. Mitch, not public. I got meetings in the next couple of weeks, so we'll see what happens. Okay, now, qualified versus Diego. My name is Diego Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. I know it's illegal, but it works. Okay, now, qualified versus non-qualified. Qualified is like it's sponsored by a corporation. They'll use the word. Remember, and my dogs will look at me like I'm fucking nuts. So, here, watch. Hold on. Look. See? They're looking at me like I'm crazy. They go, you're a crazy old man. Okay. Now, qualified, okay. Qualified is pre-tax, okay. Qualified is pre-tax, okay. That means it goes in pre-tax. It's sponsored by a corporation, and it grows tax deferred. And you pay when you take it out, you pay tax on everything. Non-qualified, it's either like annuities. Qualified annuity is sponsored by a corporation, goes in pre-tax, it grows tax deferred, and when you take it out, you pay taxes. That was Violet, baby. Violet and Teddy. Right, exactly. And Doug got the haircut. He looks just like Teddy. Boy, I have a lot of fucking clothes. I was throwing shit around and I just threw clothes all over the place. Like a fucking frat house without the alcohol. Okay. Okay. Best practice exams, we'll get to that. Okay. Now, non-qualified means it's not sponsored by a corporation or it's after tax, post-tax, right? You put the money in after tax, it grows tax deferred. And then when you take it out, you only pay tax on the growth, okay? You don't pay tax on the whole thing. You only pay tax on the growth part, okay? That's one thing. Now, that's qualified versus non-qualified for the most part, okay? Remember, they both grow tax deferred. It's just how the money goes in and how it's taxed on the way out. And remember, anytime a retirement account, always taxed at ordinary income. Now, marginal rate. So we have two types of rates. We have effective rate and we have the marginal. The marginal rate, okay, the marginal rate is your top tax bracket. Like, so if say you make $100,000 a year, the first 10, 20, you're paying like 10%. The next 20 to 80, you're paying like 15. And then from 80, Tyler, about 4 to 5 weeks, depending on how much time you have. So now, and I'll get to that. So then so 20 to 80 is like 15%. I'm making numbers up. I'm just explaining it. And then from 80 to like 160 is like 15%. So the highest tax bracket you're in is your marginal rate. But that's not what you're paying in taxes every year. That's what you're paying on your highest part. Because remember, you're paying 3 different brackets. The first 20 you make is taxed at like 10. The next 60 you make is taxed at like 15. And then 80 up is taxed at a higher until you get to even higher numbers. But if you saw my capital gains video, you saw that if you're married and you make under $94,000 a year, you pay zero and you pay zero taxes on long-term capital gains. That is really worth it versus paying 30%. Now, find my capital gains video. Okay, now, if it's not here, it's on TikTok. Now, the question they might ask you is, okay, what's the taxable equivalent? I'm not using the whiteboard tonight because I am fucking hyped up. I'm jacked up. Now, you think I'm on cocaine or something or it's caffeine. I'm not. I'm just trying not to die. Okay, so now, marginal rate is your top tax bracket. So if they give you a taxable bond, a corporate or even a treasury, you're going to multiply that yield by 100 minus your tax bracket, the marginal. They might call it the reciprocal. Remember, if it's not a math problem, they might call it the reciprocal. I've seen that on the test. So if it's a corporate or a treasury or a taxable in general, you're going to take your yield and multiply it by 100 minus the marginal. They'll give that to you. If it's a muni or you see the word tax exempt, if you see muni or tax exempt, you're going to divide by the same number. You're going to do the yield divided by 100 minus the tax bracket or the reciprocal. So remember, multiply the corporate, divide the muni. Multiply the corporate, divide the muni. Multiply the corporate, divide the muni. Now, if they're asking a question like, what's your after-tax yield? All you're going to do is you're going to take your return and multiply it by, again, 100 minus your marginal rate. Nobody gives a shit about the effective, okay? We do, but as far as investment goes, effective doesn't mean shit. It's always the marginal. Kind of like when they do property tax, it's always the assessed value, not the market value. So we always use the marginal. And if you're doing after-tax return, you take your number, you multiply it times 100 minus the tax bracket, and then you divide that by the original. If they give you a percentage, you just multiply it times 100 minus the tax bracket, and there's your after-tax return. Hope that helps, Indigo Montoya. And that's Annuities. Okay. John, I love it. Lisa, okay. Look, I don't care. I'm just happy you watched them. Boom, I just watched them. Okay. That's Facebook marginal. Understanding marginal, like what it's called, might be on the SIE, but they will not make you do the math on the SIE. That's more of a 7 question. Okay, so now, Lisa, focus on the 66. You're about a week out, I guess, right? A week or 2 out. Focus, get the regs down. Promise me, get the regs in the investment vehicles. That's the important thing. Take a test. I take a final every day. When you're within a week to 10 days, take a final every day. Review it, but make sure that you have. I should move the camera over so it's at least I'm looking at my goddamn screen. Make sure that 62 people. Fucking A. So, it's not the highest yet. I'm almost there. I think the highest was 75 at one point. So, focus on regulations, the state stuff. Focus on that. Focus on investment vehicles. That's where people get hurt. Because everyone thinks, oh, I have the 7. They ignore the investment vehicles. Got to make sure you have that, okay? Make sure you have the investment vehicles down, okay? Now, and then also work on dishonest and unethical, prohibited and unethics. The ethical and prohibited activities. That's going to be on there a lot, okay? Okay, let me talk about annuities, okay? Yeah, Michael, we're going to get this 66. You're going to self-sponsor. Okay. Never quit. Never give up. Never surrender. Never quit. Never surrender. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. We're going to go very light into annuities because I have a lot of videos on them. So an annuity is a non-qualified account most of the time. You put money in after tax. It grows tax deferred. This is both fixed and variable. It grows tax deferred. And then you can either take the money out, withdraw it when you turn 59 and a half, without a penalty, or at any time you want, you can annuitize. What the hell does annuitize mean? That means they're going to take your money and pay you a piece of that every month until you die. If you die in a month, well, they only pay you a little bit. So they don't know. So let's say you're 60 and you're going to live, sure, 100%. Okay. Yeah. Jordana, absolutely. Because remember, the vendors fuck with you on that shit. Okay, I'm going to back to the annuities in a second, but I have to say something. If you just take questions, here's the problem. The vendors love the extremes, the non-normal. They ask questions on the not normal, the not fundamentals. They'll do some, but a lot of times they'll do something wrong. Like you'll say like, oh, what's the holding period for, Reg D? It's 6 months. They'll say, okay, the guy held it for 9 months. Can he sell it? So you start thinking 9 months is a number when it's really 6. So that's why reading is important, because the tests go for the extremes. They go for the outliers. They don't do the fundamentals. And I think that's a mistake. By the way, look at this piece of shit. It's about to come off. Boom. There we go. Okay. That'll make it go halfway through. I'll just stand like this, hold it up there. Okay. I got a new supplier anyway. Now, let's go back to this. You put money in. So let's say you're 60 years old and they think you're going to die in 20 years. Okay. So, and say you have 100 grand. Okay. 100 grand in your portfolio in your accumulation phase. That's when you build it. And then you want to annuitize. So what's going to happen is you're going to say, okay, you're 60. We think you're going to be dead at 80. So we're going to give you 20 years. We take 100 grand. That's what's in your portfolio. Let's pretend there's no growth just to have it. And we're going to divide that by how many years we think you're going to live. So 100 grand divided by 20 is 5 grand a year. So they're going to pay you 5 grand a year, which is what, 400 a month, 480 a month or something. They're going to pay you like 480 a month until you die. Now, if you die after 2 months, they cut off and then they keep the other 99,500. It sucks, but here's the thing. If you live beyond the 80, they have to keep paying you. So if you live, so I always say, I joked around, when I go into that office to get my physical, I'll go in there with a beer and a cigar and like act like I'm, drunk all the time. So they'll think I'll live for 10 years and then I'll go vegan. Now, I will never go vegan. I'd rather die than go, well, I don't want to say that, but I would rather die than go vegan. Okay. Now, because then I'd have to tell everyone, right? If I'm vegan, I got to let everyone know. Kind of like if I did CrossFit. Hey, I do CrossFit and I'm vegan. Now, so if I do, so they're going to pay you for 20 years. Okay. So now, they're going to pay you for 20 years. If you die after 2, they keep the money. If you live beyond the 20, they have to keep paying you. That's the example. Now, here's the difference between variable and fixed. Variable is a security, fixed is not. Variable, the money's in the sub account or separate account, and it's invested, okay? It's invested. Okay, now, here's the thing on that, okay? If it's invested, okay, in the market, it's going to go up and down, so your payment will change, okay? Okay. What can you not say? But you can, don't give the whole question, just say something, right? So, if you invest in you invest in the mutual funds, your payment each month will change based on how well the sub account does versus air. Air is an assumed interest rate. It's a fixed rate. It's like a very conservative rate. And if your return is better than air, your payment goes up the next month. If your payment is lower than air, your payment goes down the next month. But a variable annuity has volatility, so it's better for people under 60, and it fights inflation. Once you're over like 60, 65, you lean more toward the fixed annuity because it's a set rate, okay? It's a set rate, never changes, okay? The problem with that is over the long haul, anything that's fixed income, that's inflation risk. That's a high level annuities. I have videos on it that do a much better job. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let's see what we got here. Just take tests, baby. You got to take tests and review. Take tests. Guys, here's my thing. Why the fuck do I do that 8-minute video before 8:30? I literally do a video on what to do, whether it's tomorrow, a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now. You fucking ignore me. Just fucking ignore me like you're my fucking wife ignoring me. My family ignores me. I don't need you to ignore me. If you want to know what to do over the next 10 days, 2 weeks, fucking watch the beginning of the video. Make me feel good. Make me feel like you're watching this shit. Get off my fucking live and go watch it. Okay, now I got the rant off. What you should do is just take tests every day and review it. Okay, listen, this is the same shit. If you're within 10 days, you need to take a final every day and review that shit. Okay, need to take a final every day and review that stuff. Okay, that's what you do. Okay. Now, I have the essay in 7 days, so you know what to do. Take a test. You're not screwed. You're not screwed. Okay. Ah, that's good. It should be. Well, it's by the account, but I'll explain what that means. Okay. So you're not screwed. It's the SIE. Just fucking read. If you have, it depends what vendor you are. It depends where you are, what your scores are. If your scores are 40s, yeah, you're screwed. But if they're in the 50s, 60s, you can absolutely get this up. So if you're in the 60s, maybe take a day off to reread, then go back and do having a seizure. Okay. Remember, what's the rule, guys? If I die on here, you better share the shit of this. This way I can go out and style me viral. Okay. Tutor dies. Idiot old tutor dies on screen. That'd be great. Alive. That'd be famous. Okay, now. Okay, I didn't read the study very little. You are fucking screwed. Okay. So you need to read the book. Go get Achievable. It depends what vendor you have. So first of all, move the fucking test. If you haven't studied at all, but here's the thing. If you have all day for the next 7 days, you can probably pull it off. I didn't read that. I've studied very little. So that's bad. See what happens? Read every word. That makes you look like an idiot. So I'm glad you're watching the videos, but you need Mickey. So you need Mikey. You need to read the book, whether it's Achievable, STC, Kappa. The Kappa one and Notman one are too long to read in a couple of days. If you really want to crunch and you don't have the materials, go get Achievable. You can probably bang that out in 3-4 days. Then start taking tests. Look, if you're going to be fired if you fail, get COVID in 7 days and just move the test back. I feel COVID coming on. Okay. Jojo. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's my thing. I did verbalize it. I was trying to do it on there. Now, so here's a question that Jojo got. She said, if they show forward PE lowering, right? If they show the forward PE is going to be lower than the previous PE, the current, the answer was earnings will rise. Now, on the test, the question was, they gave you a choice of earnings will rise or price will drop. And it is absolutely price will drop. It's not earnings will rise. Because here's the thing. In general, so here's the PE. Say the price is 60 and the earnings is 2. That's 30 to 1. And say we think it's going to 15 to 1. So either in a box, in a fucking metal box with nothing else, you can say either one. Either earnings go up or the price goes down. And that would be true. So remember, 60 to 2 is 30 to 1. If it went to 15 to 1, that means like this 60 stayed here and this went to 4. 60 divided by 4 is 15. That's possible. But here's the thing. If you have a company and the earnings went from 2 to 4, that stock would take the fuck off, okay? If you had a company, so that's why I said in reality that doesn't work. Because remember, it's P versus E. So either the P goes down or the E goes up to make it lower. If they get bigger, they go different ways. But in a real world, if the earnings went up, the stock would go up more. So it would not have a lower PE ratio. It just wouldn't, because just people would react and buy the stock. I mean, there's no situation where if earnings doubled, the stock wouldn't go up. There's none, okay? But if the price went down, price doesn't affect earnings. Remember that price does not affect earnings. Guys, if you like this, hit like, subscribe, and share this shit, right? Okay, now, if this price drops, okay, if the price drops and the earnings stay the same, that's going to work. Because if the price drops, it won't affect the earnings. Like, think about this. If you like Apple, right, their Apple selling like crazy, right? The stock price has been down lately. It's probably a buy at some point. But the stock price is dropping. That does not affect the earnings at all. However, if you see the earnings go up, the price will absolutely go up. So again, Jojo, I know what you're saying, but again, it's about if you see the forward earnings, you're printing PE dropping, either the price drops or the earnings go up. More likely, the price drops. But if they don't give that choice, the earnings go up. I hope that helps a little bit. Brandy, you will absolutely get that. I will curse my fucking brains out. Okay. Just go to the Series 63 playlist and work your way through them. I don't have them in order like that. I just have them out there. I've like that 63 playlist is a lot. But your job, Gavin, read the damn book first. Read, and then when you're done with that, read it again, and then take tests every damn day. And you can have this done in a couple weeks. Very quickly. Okay. Well, I'm like 20 minutes behind already. Oh, my screaming. Okay. Tyler. Okay. Okay, Tyler, don't even think about scheduling it yet. You're at Unit 1. You don't even think about, here's the thing. Get through the book, get through the book, get through the book, get through the book, get through the book. Do not take quizzes. Just read the fucking book. Billy, read. I'll send you the videos. I apologize. My options class, I know I was going to do it. I just get so busy, right? By the way, the worst thing I ever fucking did last week, I made the biggest mistake ever. And it's not really a show that I would normally like. I started watching Grey's Anatomy. I just said, oh, I'll put it on because I finished like Reacher and all that shit. Fucking 3 seasons in. And I'm like, oh, how bad could this be? I have 17 more fucking seasons to go. I am miserable. Okay, now. I mean, it's funny. I still see the girl as the girl from Old School, but whatever. Now, goddamn crazy. Now, if you Tyler, don't even think about scheduling it. You know what you do? Put on your calendar, put April 10th. Put April 10th in your calendar, test day, and that's your goal. That's what you're aiming for. Put it in the calendar. You can't book it yet because you don't know what's going to happen. You're literally unit 1 out of fucking 20 more chapters, right? But focus on getting through the whole book once, then go back and do chapter quizzes. Get through the whole book once, then do holy crap, 75 people. That is fucking insane. Go through the chapters, okay? Go through the chapters, then see what you are. Anything below that, you read a 70, you read the book. Anything below a 70, I am goddamn stuttering. Anything below 70, okay? Reread that chapter. And then once you're passing all your finals, then book it for 2 weeks from then, and then get on the finals. Rebecca, we got you. Okay. By the way, I love the fact that people talk to you. I tell everyone, yeah, I'm fucking fine and I'm a little bit funny and all that crap because I'm just an idiot. But in reality, okay? The best part is watching you guys talk to each other. That is the shit that makes me so happy. The fact that you guys talk to each other all the time makes me so goddamn happy. It's fucking insane. Okay. Jeff, hold on. I knew that. I think I knew that. I didn't react. I think my option shits are good. They're really good.
I just wanna celebrate. I just wanna celebrate.
Boom. Surprise you. You didn't think that was going to happen, guys, right? You thought, it's now calm. I don't have to worry about the stupid music. Get him off the music button. Okay. XJ. I'll get you. Hold on. Yeah, Tyler, it's a crash course. Don't do that yet. Do it at the end. Yeah, that was it. That's at the end, Tyler. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to send him to you and Billy. I apologize. Okay. Elia, I have margin videos. Go watch my margin. 1, 2, you 3, 4. How'd you do? Didn't you take it the other day? Or did you just miss it, right? I think you took it and you just missed, if I remember right. Okay. Elia, I have 2 margin videos. Watch them. That's all you really need to know. Okay. Right, I remember that. So just stay on here, baby, and keep learning and talk to other people and try to get in a couple study groups. Ellie, I'm not going to do margin in here because I got 2 videos and it's still fucking easy on the exam. Boom, that's all. Ken's, we're going to get this, right? We're going to get this. I love your name. Okay. Lori, you're probably gone already, but I am so happy for you. Done. Okay. Awesome, Laura. See how far behind I am? It's crazy. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. Boom, I love it. That's awesome. Okay. Again, you're done, baby. It's a great feeling to be goddamn done. Mitch, it might be here. Okay. Okay, Maria. Marie, that's good. Keep at it. You're going to let the achievable. I love it. Ivy, and again, I promise. Okay. Wait a second. Boom, Goat King. Why do I not know who the fucking Goat King is, you bastard? Why do I not know who this is? You didn't tell me that you were... Boom, there we go. That's for not telling me who you are. Okay, so now. Okay, so this is the thing. Remember something. Ashley, remember, everything about a mutual fund is taxable. Remember that. Everything about a mutual fund is taxable, okay? Everything about a mutual fund is taxable. I like the cap and Q bank, okay. I love the I like the Q bank as a supplement. I'd say either get Achievable or STC, and like don't even buy the Kaplan book because just buy STC or Kaplan. I mean STC or Achievable, buy the cap and Q bank. That's the best way to do it. Okay, now mutual fund taxes, literally. Okay, we got this, Ashley. No nerves, right? Okay, so everything about a mutual fund is taxable. Remember that. Everything is about everything is taxable. So think about it. If you buy into a mutual fund, you have a cost basis. If you then switch from one fund to another, that's taxable if you sold it for more than you bought it. That's capital gains. If they distribute income, that's taxable. If they distribute capital gains, they're taxable. Even if you reinvest the shit, it's taxable. Okay. So if I get a quarterly dividend from the mutual fund and I choose to automatically reinvest it, I'm still paying ordinary income on that. And then every year they pick up capital gains. Okay. Capital gains once a year. That is taxable long-term capital gains. Even if I bought the fund like a week, 2 days before. Okay. Even if I bought it 2 days before. I like Notman. I do. I like them a lot. Okay. Hold on, Wyatt. I'm going to send a link. Okay. Now, hold on. There we go. Okay. Now, so if you get a mutual fund capital gains distribution, it's considered a long-term gain, whether you got it day before or 2 years before. Okay. And if they say, God forbid, they say it's a short-term gain, it's a short-term gain, whether you owned it for a week or a year. There's not much more than that. Remember, there's nothing deferred about a mutual fund. The only thing you get from a mutual fund by switching again, big pictures. Elia, give me a specific question. That's how we do this. I can talk about munis, but literally when we talk about big, broad shit, there you go. That's a little bit better. But when we talk about big shit, I have videos for all that shit. Okay, now, that's why I do them. So I don't have to fucking have a goddamn motherfucking heart attack on here. Now, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. Now, George Darksey, I have videos on that. I have a massive 45-minute video that goes over that. I have an 18-minute video that goes over it, but I'll see what I can do if I don't have a goddamn heart attack by the end of this day. Now, okay. Now, everything about it, even if you switch from like a large cap to a mid cap mutual fund, okay? If you switch from a large cap to a mid cap mutual fund, right? What's going to happen is, and apologize if I offend people because I curse. I should put a disclaimer here that I probably will curse. Don't have your kids on here. Other than Laura, because they know. Okay. Now, fucking laugh me right to the fucking, I'm going to be dead here. Be like, oh, no more questions. Okay. If anyone asks me about bitter slobs over bliss one more time, I'm going to, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, now, everything. Steve, we got this fucking shit, right? We absolutely have this fucking shit. Do not worry about this. Now, again, even if you choose, I think I fucking hurt my chest. Now, if you, it's a little bit jerky, it's on there, but it's not super heavy. You got to know the basics on fundamentals. So let's talk about this again. So if you move from one fund to another inside the same family of funds, okay? If you move from one fund to another inside the same family of funds, then it's still taxable, but you won't pay a sales charge. That's where they trick people. They go, oh, you don't have to pay a sales charge. So that's what that is. I am like fucking 30 minutes behind. Okay. But wait, Laura, did you pass? Wait, did I miss this? Did I miss that you passed or something? What is? Please tell me they're not dropping people off during my live. Okay, there's a dog's. Wait, did I miss you passing, Laura? I gotta see that. Oh God, I was gonna say, how did I fucking miss that? Okay. I think the best exams that move the most like the exams are STC. Okay. George, one question at a fucking time. I now have fucking 9 questions backed up with you, you bastard. Okay, now, and I'm not doing DVP, RVP because it's a goddamn fucking scam by STC where they make you do the. It's one account. That's what you have to know. It's a corporate account that allows processing for settlement. It's literally RVP, DVP it's one fucking account. Yet fucking STC goddamn loves to answer the separate questions. I've filled out hundreds of them, okay? for firms, and it's literally because RVP, DVP on it. They want to make it separate things. Whatever. Tonight, I'm an angry elf tonight. Okay. Now, I'm never going to escort them feel better. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Boom, Tina, take chapter quizzes now. You finished the book. You've just finished the book. Take chapter quizzes. Okay. Best practice exams. I think STC is the best, and then you're going to go with Kaplan. Boom. Not past perfect. I like achievables. I just think they're different than the exam, and that's why I like people using Achievable and Kaplan just to do it. Okay. Tyler, 4 to 5 weeks probably. Okay. Yes, 4 to 5 weeks. Yes, it's okay. Don't sweat it. Tell that kid to shut the F up. Okay. And again, marginal is for I'm just kidding around, Tyler. You know that. I have 4 kids. I tell them to shut the hell up all the time. Okay. If you go in it, don't buy this one. It's a shitty hat. Wait for I got new ones coming out. I got a beanie one. It's fucking awesome. Okay. Guy and Glade. Okay, I know it's Guy, but Guy, I'm gonna throw a little Anglais on you. Okay, Chanel. Read the book again. You have the end of the month? Read the damn book. Okay. Derp, okay, we got it. George, you're cut off. No more questions till I ask them. George, you are cut off. Okay. If you ask another question, I'll boot your ass out of here. I'll fucking send you home in a cab. Okay, Chanel. Janet, I will get to you. Okay. Nothing. Steve, all you're doing is watching goddamn videos and adding knowledge, but I'll get you there. Okay. Retaking the SIE March 30th. Just focus. Read the book for the next 2 weeks. Then take chapter exams. Remember, do not act like, guys, one thing I'm going to tell you, if you miss by 1 point or 2 points, do not act like you only missed by 1 or 2. You need to act like you missed by 31%. You need to cover the whole damn thing, okay? So you need to cover the whole thing. So you need to reread the book and try to do everything. I really think I fucking hurt my heart. Okay. Thanks, Mitch. I appreciate it. Listen, this is what I explain to everyone. I'm only funny because you don't expect it. This is how I explain this to everyone. If I was on my own show, you'd be like, why did I fucking pay for this? And it's free. That's why it's funny. And your guys are all fucking stressed out. You need to fucking like explode or something. Go find a girl or a guy and explode. Relax and you'll feel better. And Jordana, I'm going to get to your shit. Okay. There you go. I got it. Okay. Now. Okay. Boom. Now we got it. Okay. Now we're good. So now, no, you wouldn't pay. Like I explained it this way. So when I was in college, drive up and down the Parkway, and every once in a while, you saw a pretty good-looking girl, like a normal-looking girl, on a toll booth, and she looked like a goddamn 10 because you didn't expect it. Okay. No, you actually you can do either one. Okay. Now, yeah, I got to be careful how I say it, right? Okay. So now. We're going to get this. George, we're going to help you out. Okay. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it because it looks good and you learn some shit. Okay. And it's one of the few things you can throw after your name. Okay. Now, here's the deal, Jordana. If you're still here, you probably fell asleep already. Jordana. Okay. Boom. There's those holes. Like you live in Jersey. You don't ask what town you're in. You say, what exit are you? Right. Okay. So now, and then you don't call it the beach. We call it the shore. If you ever call it the beach, we will know you're not from here. Okay. Now. So here's the deal on this, Jordan. Here's why you get screwed up. This epic is only for U.S. exporters, which is the way the test is going to go. The test is for the most part going to do that. So if I'm an exporter, I'm worried foreign currency will drop. So I buy puts to offset that risk. Why am I worried about foreign currencies dropping? Well, I'll tell you. So the reason we're worried about foreign currencies dropping is because then people won't be able to afford. If the foreign currency drops, they won't buy as much of my shit. So as an exporter, I'll lose money. So we're going to buy puts to make money on the way down to offset what I lose. If I'm an importer, I'm going to be spending money across the country. If their currency goes up, I'm going to be able to buy less shit, which is not good. So I'm going to buy calls to offset that risk. So hopefully I can make enough money on the call rising to offset what I lose, but I can't import as much shit. That's the epic. That's the start. Where people get screwed up is that the test goes, oh, a Japanese exporter or a British exporter. Again, like I said, the books do the outliers. The actual test will do the regular. The books do the outliers. So you start forgetting what the hell the fundamentals were. That's why I hate a lot of the questions. when they do questions, it's always about the fucking outliers. Or like I say, you can always tell on Kaplan when the question writer was fighting with his wife, because it's just like, what were you doing? I mean, really, you look at a question and you're like, where did you get that from? Okay, now, so remember, I always do it this way. You can remember the ECIP if it's foreign exporters by calls, importers by puts. You can do that. But I just remember, okay, if I know what a U.S. export, I think I really gave myself a heart attack. Luckily, I don't have a heart. So if I'm an exporter, I'm going to buy puts on the foreign currency. So if I'm a foreign exporter, I'm going to do the opposite, buy calls on the foreign currency. Remember, no options on the U.S. dollar, right? Okay, so now remember. So EPIC, exporters by puts, importer by calls. If it's a foreign one, I just do the opposite. So if U.S. exporters by puts, foreign by calls. If U.S. importers by calls, then the foreign buys puts. That's the way you can do it. That's why you're screwing it up, because maybe you're missing that it's that it's foreign or something like that. And just remember, you have to understand, if I think the foreign currency is going up, I'm buying calls. If I think the foreign currency is going down, I buy puts. Every question. Yeah, it's amazing. There's always option questions about the ODD and stuff like that, about opening accounts. Okay. Ricky, you get a double. Boom, Ricky. Boom. Who, Ricky? What is it? Oh, Ricky, you're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Ricky.
I just wanna celebrate.
Took some time to celebrate.
You even get Madonna, Ricky. Boom. Ricky, oh, Ricky, you're so fine. You blow my mind. Okay. You guys probably don't know what the fucking song that is. Okay. Only old people know that song. Okay. There you go. Look at that. Ricky nailed it. Boom. That's exactly. Read the damn book and watch the videos and do the chapters. Okay. Yes, I can do life with period certain. Okay. Now, so here's my thing. So it's on the account. So here's what happens. Let's say, Ken's, you're married and your husband has an account and you have an account. It's really on the account stuff, but it's in per individual, I guess. So you have an account and your husband has an account and you have a joint account. So your account's covered up to $500,000. The joint account's covered up to $500,000. And say your husband has a cash and margin account. That is covered up to $1 million for total, okay? Boom, okay? And remember, it's a good point. They only cover street name. That's very good. So SIPC is, if you have an account, it covers up to $500,000 on yours. If you have a joint account, it covers $500,000 on that. And then if your husband has a cash and a margin account, that's covered $500,000. Now, it's interesting. A Roth is a fourth account. So you literally can have 4 accounts covered. And remember, that's per broker dealer. So it's not like if you put $500,000 in each broker dealer, you're solid, right? Okay. So that's stuff that's held in street name in case your broker dealer goes bankrupt, which if you're in a big bank, it shouldn't be that big a worry, unless it was Bear Stearns or Lehman in the aughts. Okay, now, and remember, it's $500,000 up to which $250,000 can be cash, and it's only street name. It's only street name stuff. It's not okay. It's a street name. It is not for shit you own in your own name, and that's why UTMA and UGMA accounts are not protected, which sounds so fucking mean that you're not protecting the kids. But the shares have to be in their name. So even if the broker-dealer goes bankrupt, it doesn't matter. The company knows who they are. And guys, if you want to know what street name is this. They actually hold it in the name of the broker-dealer. So if you buy shares with Robinhood or Webull or Schwab or whatever it is, you buy the shares, you're not really buying them. You're buying them from the company, and they own the shares, not you, okay? I don't even know if they really own them. They just probably pick a price, okay? And then they own them. So if they go bankrupt, the company has no idea. The issuer, the security, has no idea who you are, so they cover you up to $500,000. But if you have this shit in your own name, if the broker-dealer goes bankrupt, so what? You just call up the security and go, hey, do you know I own 4 shares? Yep, you do, Ken's Reese. We know you have 4 shares of Tesla, so we'll send them out to you. So that's why SIPC only covers street name stuff. Yeah, NVIDIA. I fucking so happy I bought that at 680. I just wish I bought the options, okay? I know, it's awesome. Bill, you're next. Boom, there you go. I try to connect the dots a little bit. Okay. Guy, did I? No, I just answered it now. Okay. I think that and ethics. I'm telling you, don't sleep on the ethics, guys. Do not sleep on the ethics. I am Cesar Miranda. Okay. XJ, I don't think I got to you yet. You want Madonna? Sure.
Oh yeah, take some time to celebrate. Come on.
Months? XJ, months? No, weeks. 5 weeks. Get on it. Start reading. Here's the problem, guys. If you take more than like 2 months to study, you're an idiot. No, I'm totally fucking wrong. You're gonna start forgetting shit. Okay, so you want to go 4 to 6 weeks max. So hammer through the book for the next 2 weeks. Just read. Don't take quizzes. Just read the damn thing. Then do chapter quizzes. And I think SDC next week is coming out with new chapter exams, which is going to be great. I just had a meeting. They wanted to have a meeting last week, and they said they're coming out with new chapter exams. That'll be a different Q bank from the progress exams and the finals. So your like performance tracker won't be based on those, it's just on the finals, which is kind of awesome. Okay. Boom, Mitch. Okay. I am Cesar Miranda. That is an awesome name. That could be a wrestling name. Who's coming in? I am Cesar Miranda. Okay. Boom. Okay. Get on it, Caesar. So here's the deal. I want a message. I want from you on Thursday that you've read a chapter. That's your goal, Caesar. Okay. Caesar, I want a video. I want a report from you on Thursday that you read it. Okay. That you read at least 2 chapters. That's what you do. Okay. Matt, I like the Q bank. I do. I'm almost catching up. Okay. Okay. Couple questions, not a lot, George, not a lot. Okay. Now, real quick, munis, what are they? They are bonds issued by city, state, local. They are tax-free for the most part, right? So the interest is tax-free, but trading them is not. So if you buy and sell a muni bond, you are paying taxes on that if you sold it for a profit. But the interest is not taxable on the federal level, maybe on the state level, depending if you buy it in your own state or not. Now, GOs. A GO is for shit that's free to use. Because where do they get the money from? Taxes, right? Okay, so don't worry about the math. It's not really a math test. Okay, now, so double barrel. You guys answer that. See if I can answer it. So now, a GO is backed by taxes. It's for free shit like high schools, libraries, parks, shit like that. They get the money from the tax. Since they issue it, your taxes go up. It needs voter approval. Jumping over it, then they have debt limits, which you can't raise more than a certain amount at a time, and money can only be used inside the state. However, revenue bonds are for shit that costs money. Hospitals, airports, the Jacob Javits Center, stadiums, tunnels, tolls, subways, highways, toll roads, all that shit. Those are all backed by revenue bonds. They're issued by revenue bonds, and they're backed by the revenue from the project, right? So they're backed by the revenue from the project. So they don't need voter approval because they're what they call self-supporting. And they do a feasibility study. You better be listening to this shit because I'm not doing it again. Oh, now. They do a feasibility study to decide if it's going to work or not, if it's going to pay it. Then they have a legal opinion to decide whether they're allowed to do it, if there's insurance, who owes the money, is there insurance, is it tax free, and are they allowed to build it? That kind of thing. And that money, that revenues can be across state lines. Their revenues, in a way, are a little bit. Boom, there you go. I love it. Challenge accepted, baby. Okay. Cesar, I love it. Okay, now open end. Okay. Customer accounts, baby. The last thing you read before you take a goddamn 7 is customer accounts, baby. Okay, now. Can I go over open end and close end? I can do it real quick. So an open end fund has a non-stop, they issue constantly, okay? They issue every day, they issue new shares. So when you buy shares, they increase the size of the fund. You buy them at NAV plus a sales charge, okay? So you open end funds, you buy at NAV plus a sales charge. They are actively managed. And when you buy shares, you buy them from the fund or the sponsor. But again, they're actively managed and they're what they call forward pricing. So if you buy 10 in the morning and I buy 2 in the afternoon, we get the same price because they do it at 4 p.m. I'm not going heavy because I have a bunch of videos on this. Close-end fund is very similar. They raise a bunch of money, then they seal off the top, and then this closed-end fund trades on an exchange. So if you want to buy an open end, you pay NAV plus the sales charge. If you buy a closed end, you buy it at the market price. And you pay a commission or markup. It trades all day long. So if you buy 10 in the morning and I buy 2 in the afternoon, we will probably get different prices. Okay. Again, first thing is the last thing you read before you read the 7, before you take the 7 is customer accounts. Okay. Damn right. I know you're gonna go big, bro. You're gonna put that phone away and you're gonna fucking note the phone in the drawer, set a 20-minute timer and do that. Okay. Steven, hope you're still here. Boom, boom, boom. We got this, motherfucker, right? This is your time, bro. This is absolutely your time to take this goddamn motherfucking test. I swear to God. I'm gonna see if I can do this. See if I can get this in here. See if I can get it to my profile. Let's see. I gotta stay there, people. Oh, there it is. There you go. Red. Now hold on. I gotta find my guys. Stay talking to each other. Here we go. I think I can get this. Here we go. Can I share this? Hold on. Maybe I can. Let me know if this works. Hold on. Guys, somebody try this and me. Tell me if it works. Okay. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel. Of course it. Salt, pepper, ketchup. Right. Okay. Guys, somebody try that. See if the link works. Especially you, Steve. That you're gonna watch the morning of. Okay. Boom, Ricky. I love it. Okay. Uh-oh, there you go. I love it. I don't even know what a rose is, but I'm assuming that you guys know what it is. Okay. Well, I am way fucking behind. Here we go. Okay. Both. Suzanne Miranda, bacon, egg, and cheese on a fucking bagel. Okay. Fundamental, testicle. Okay. Fundamental versus testicle, right? Fundamental versus technical. I want to keep saying. I'm going to say that on a video. Fundamental versus technical is testable, but not super deep. Fucking okay. Boom. Hold on. Johnny boy. Oh, Johnny boy. There's a song, right? Okay. Let's get on this shit. Okay, let's catch up. We got some more questions to go. Again, Steven, nothing. Say Steven, nothing on Thursday. Just watch videos and add volume and read customer accounts. That's big. Okay. That's probably. Is it the SIE? If it's STC, that's probably one of the later. Like if it's STC, it's like the later ones. If it's the SIE, watch my It's like the compliance and the associated persons videos. It's ones in the back of my SIE playlist. Okay. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. I'll talk about DERP a little bit. Okay. Okay. DERP. So they have 4 dates, right? So when we do a dividend, we have 4 dates. Declaration X, record payable. Declaration X, record payable. Declaration X, record payable. Okay. So the declaration is the day they announce. Then they set the record date. Say it's Thursday. Okay. Now remember, right now until June, settlement is T+2. So you have to buy 2 days before the record date because it needs to settle on Thursday. I want you to picture this. On the record date, there's a transfer agent or the paying agent is sitting at the end of the day, looking at a list of all the people who own the shares and say, if they're on the list, they get the dividend. If they're not, they don't. So if you buy it, if the record date's Thursday and you buy it Tuesday, you settle on Thursday, you get the dividend. If you buy it on Wednesday, you settle on Friday, so you're too fucking late and you don't get the dividend. That's why it's called the X date. Think X date, ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-dividend. All means you don't have it, okay? So X means without. And what happens on the X date? They drop the price of the stock by the amount of the dividend because you're not getting it anymore. So remember, on the cum date, got to be careful how you spell that, Laura, okay? On the cum date, which is the day before the X date, the buyer gets a dividend, the seller doesn't. On the X day, the seller gets a dividend, the buyer doesn't. Okay, boom. Okay. No sales charge, baby. Not in a closed end. Exactly. Okay. Again, DVP, RVP is really just an account that helps process trades for like a prime broker. Don't worry about it other than that. Okay. So munis, okay. True. So munis are exempt from federal taxes, not maybe state. So understand, I always say entities tax themselves, right? Remember, there are only 7 things. I did 7, right? There are only 7 things that aren't boom, I love it. There are only 7 things. By the way, guys, Steven, if you go find my TikTok, Series 7 Whisper, that video, okay. If you go on TikTok, the first video in the top left is my hype up video. It's a lot of cursing, but it's really good. Now, because you're not no weak ass bitches, right? No weak ass bitches. We're taking a shit and we're gonna be fucking strong bad bitches. Take it like a goddamn savage. Okay. So understand, if you have a muni, let me go back to this. There are 7 things that are not taxable on every level. So it's not one of these 7 things. You absolutely pay taxes on every level. Bills, notes, bonds, tips, and strips. The treasuries pay federal but not state taxes. And on the other side, GOs and revenues pay state but not federal, and they might not even pay state. Okay. Other than that, everything else is fully taxable. I'm telling you, boom, I love it. I am telling, I love you. I love you. Okay. Yes, it doesn't matter. Triangle or seesaw. Some people like the seesaw. I like the triangle. I think it flows better, but whatever. I don't care. Just pass. Okay. Right. So remember. So agencies are fully taxable pretty much. Okay. Janet, 30 questions. Oh, hold on. Let me get to that. I think it's the back end. I don't remember exactly what chapters are. It depends on the book too. But if you're taking the SIE, okay, if you're taking the SIE, it's the back end. If on the STC, it's one of the back ones. But you should be looking for anything to do with FINRA, SRO rules, any associated persons, stuff like that. That's, by the way, if you're taking the SIE, that will 100% be on that. Okay. I have a dump sheet video. I motherfucking have a dump sheet video. Okay. Again, Thursday, no test, maybe a couple option quizzes, customer accounts, adding knowledge, watching the crash course, watching other videos. Okay. Okay. For debit spreads, I saw your video and you say exercise. Right. So remember, debit, widen, exercise, right? Dead wives can't neg. Debit, widen, credit, narrow. Dead wives, that DW, debit, widen, and then why guys need to exercise. So I shit on myself a little bit. So debit, widen, exercise, right? So if you buy them now, yes, you can close them out. You can. So then credit, narrow, expire. That kind of just works, right? So understand any option you can close out. It kind of Slayer. Take a look at it again. But the book you're using is, yeah, they do CN. The problem with that one is both exercise and expire start with the same E, and they have basically the first 2 letters are the same. So it kind of like it helps you a little bit, but just remember the one debit, widen, exercise, and everything else is the opposite, right? So, but you can any kind of option you can close out. If you sell an option, you can close it out by buying it for less. If you buy a spread, you want it to widen, so you can sell it for more than you bought it for. If you credit spread, you want to sell it and then you want it to narrow, so you can buy it back for less than you bought it for. That's what we talk about in my options classes on Friday nights. Okay. You're damn right. Fucking get off this shit. Okay. Get off this. Okay. Boom, George. I love it. Boom. You went through everything. That's what I love. You reread the book, went through everything. I love it. Okay. I like watch. No, I can't watch my fucking videos. When I edited them, I'm like, ooh, I try. That's why the editing sucks. Is because I don't want to put any time into it. I just kind of rip and I cut out when I fucking stutter too much and then I move on. I try not to do too much. I don't know what a rose is, but you're going to tell me. Okay. Boom. There you go. Ooh. Well, it depends. I mean, I think the 65 may take longer. I think that 65 might not take as long. But the CHFC or the CFP, you can put at the end of your name. Yeah, I do think Kaplan and Notman questions might be harder than the real thing. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Don't spend a lot of time on fucking margin, okay? It's there, but don't okay. Okay. Life with period certain, okay? So life with period certain is this. So if I buy, remember we talked about annuities way back in 815 or something like that, 845 or something like that? Okay. So if you choose to annuitize, you choose different ones. Life with straight life is just like I said. You're annuitized just for your life. Then you can also do joint and last survivor. So we're talking about annuities again because Indigo Montoya asked me to it. So now, life. So we have joint and last survivor. What does that mean? That means we get paid until both of us die. Okay. So remember something. If we get paid until me and my partner both die. Once we both die, it's over. They call it last to die. Life with period certain is this. It's a life annuity. You're paid until you fucking die. Remember that. You paid until you die. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If you die, say you do a 10-year period certain. If you die during the first 10 years, they'll pay out your beneficiaries for the entire 10 years. Okay. But if you live beyond the 10 years, then it's just whenever you die. Very morbid. Now, remember something. Annuities sound great, but they're really not great because a lot of fees come out. So they're literally the last thing you do before you ever recommend an annuity. 401k is topped off. IRA is topped off. Life insurance is topped off. Their 6-month reserve is topped off. Then you can dip your toe in the annuity world. Okay. And I have some people that get mad at me. Okay. Boom. There you go. Okay. Got it. Boom. I love it, Mitch. I appreciate you being on here. Thank you for coming on, and go get some sleep, baby. That's right. No heart attacks for me. My heart is fucking strong. Okay. Okay, so what's a double barrel bond, baby? A double barrel bond. Okay, double barrel bond is it's a revenue bond, but it has I call it a revenue bond with a geo kicker, right? So you issue it for a revenue, like for a project that makes money, like a hospital or something like that. But the town votes on it, and if they run out of money to pay the debt service, the town will kick in there. It will use ad valorem taxes to pay the debt service until they make enough money. But it's really for stuff that you need, right? As opposed to a moral obligation, where instead of having to pay, if they run low on money, the town can just in a legislative session, a budget session, decide whether they want to pay or not. That's all it is. Okay. 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 Here's my thing. I tell this to everyone. Watch my motherfucking videos. Drop the $20. Watch my option videos. Add another $5 to it, and you get to join the 7 class. Add another $25 to a month, and you get to join their class. I'm telling you right now, that is right now the best way to do options. If you're taking the SIE, maybe you don't need to do it. But if you're taking the 7, my options videos will save your ass. Okay? I promise you. They're not like anyone else's. No one else does it like this. We'll go from there. It could be Steve. Let's see. I don't know if it is. It might be. I mean, they sometimes have VTSAX index fund. Oh, but it trades. Okay, hold on. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it is an open end. Okay. Yeah, I think it says front load. Yeah, so I think it is. Okay. Yep, I think it is. I think you're right because I see the word front load, and you wouldn't see that for close end. Okay. Boom! I love it. That is fucking what I want to hear. Okay. Steven's gonna nail this. We're gonna see him Thursday night. He's gonna be jacked up, and we're gonna sing Kumbaya to get him. Boom. Okay. Estuardo. Oh, okay. Okay, that's okay. Don't sweat it. It's 30-day problem in a 20-year career, right? Not a big deal. Now, here's the deal. They all do that. A lot of people like locks. I'm just not a thing for that, George. Okay, so now you missed it by a bit. So here's what you do: take a day off. So you missed yesterday. Take today off. Hope you did. If you didn't, take tomorrow off. Go back and just reread the book. Just all you want to do is just read the damn book. Just read the book cover to cover. Don't take notes. Don't take quizzes. Don't do flashcards. Just read it cover to cover. Do not act like you missed it by 4%. I need you to act like you missed it by 32%. That's the goal, okay? You have to act like you missed it by 32%. And then get everything up 10%, and you're going to rock this thing. So you got to, here's the biggest fear of them do. They go, oh, I was bad at this. And then they focus so much on that, the other shit falls apart. So then this is good, and then they fail again and go, how did it happen? I'm telling you how it happened because you got to bring Bring all the boats up. That's what you got to do. Bring everything up. Boom. I'm only 10 minutes behind. Johnny boy. Oh, Johnny boy. Okay. Boom. There you go. George and Steve, do you guys know each other? Okay. Board of directors, right? So let's do it. That's right. So you guys know each other, okay? But board of directors only announced DRP, okay? Boom, Ryan. I'm telling you, see. That's what I'm saying. When you hear other people come up with shit, you know it's from me. Date 15. I spit shit out all the time. I go, oh, it sounds good. Maybe my brain works and I'm just an idiot. Okay. Now, hey, you're anxious? Why don't you jerk off before you read? Try that. See what that helps. Okay. Now, board of director announced the declaration, the record, and the payable. The X date is determined by settlement. So remember, right now it's the day before. When they change to T+1, it's gonna be X is gonna be same day. Okay. Boom. Could be. Sometimes they do take on a little bit of road. More on the exam. Okay. Didn't you ever watch There's Something About Mary? What you do before you go on a date. Okay. It gives you a different kind of brain. Okay. There you go. If you buy it in your own state, no taxes. Facebook, I love you. Okay. Philip. 30 on the 7, 30 to 35 questions. Okay. Please, thank you. I thank you, Laura. I hope that. Okay. Although, go ahead, feel free to. Nobody's watching. Okay. What percent of options on the 7? It's between 15 and 30 questions. So whatever percentage that is, what, 25% maybe. So it's the whole thing is whenever somebody asks me that, they're worried about it, right? So Philip, don't be worried about it. If you look, and again, I'm just saying, you either go. There's other places we can on the T-charts, or you can pay the $20 or the $50 a month. It's not one time; it's $50 a month. Okay. That's funny. Exactly. So now, what the fuck movie was that from? I fucking forgot that movie. Okay. So now, should just go and maybe buy the. I swear to God, if you're worried about the options, join my membership. I'm not trying to upsell it. I know there's free ways to learn that too, but mine is good for people who are just nervous about this shit. Okay. Yeah, George, I absolutely have a motherfucking there. Thank you very much. I couldn't remember it. Fucking, I have to go watch that again. I did make a dump sheet video. It's called the Series 7 dump sheet, and I actually make it for the SIE and the 7. I color code the SIE stuff and I color code the 7 stuff. Find it, baby. Find it. It shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to do one better. I did it a fucking year ago. That's crazy shit. Okay. So here's my dump sheet video. Boom. Fucking magic. Okay. Okay, here we go. Nothing's filed with the SEC as far as we go. Okay. The dump sheet, watch it now. And watch the crash course. Start watching the crash course videos soon. Okay. Now, nothing really gets filed with FINRA. I mean, for the 7, nothing on this test is really being filed with FINRA, with the SEC. But let's go over it. So, what's filed with FINRA? If you're a broker-dealer in your first year of business, advertising or retail communication, in your first year of business as a broker-dealer, everything gets filed. All the advertising gets filed. After the first year, it goes down to just mutual funds and annuities, options, DPPs, CMOs, and futures. Those are done. Now, I always forget to pre-post, but I know one thing. On mutual funds, if it has self-created rankings or ratings, I'm stuttering. It's filed 10 days before. Everything else is filed within 10 days. That's with FINRA. Remember, they don't approve it. You're just filing it. Okay. Other than that, you don't file shit. Remember, so other than that, you're not really filing anything with FINRA as far as advertising goes. You have to do a quarterly a complaint report. You have to do. Okay, so let's go over this. Maybe I can think of a couple of things, right? We just talked about that. Quarterly complaint reports. Short interest. How much your broker dealer is short in interest, all your positions in each security. Focus reports, which you don't really care about for the 7. And your Form BD every time you do an update. Within 30 days, every time you do an update of your firm, you update your Form BD. Okay. They're good. If you want, go get Achievable. I have the link. I have the link for it if you want to throw it out there. You know what? As somebody said, fucking spam this link. You're giving people a discount. Why not? It's a good thing. I always do that wrong one. If anyone wants to get Achievable, here's a link with $10 off. Boom, there you go. Okay. No, U5 for termination. U5. There's no U3. It's U4, U5, U6. Okay. So Form BD, right? You file that with the SEC and FINRA when you start your new firm. U4, U5 is done with FINRA. Okay. There you go. I like it. You get confused with the UID? Or what? Okay. IUD, right? Okay. Okay. Anyway, OID is a zero coupon, baby. OID is a zero coupon. You buy it at a discount, and it matures at maturity, and the difference is your interest. Now, what do we know about OID? OID, you must accrete. So if you have an OID, oh, George, I love that. I was hoping somebody would say that before I did. Boom. Okay. Michael Weiss on the Facebook group. Click out Facebook user. Go to Michael Weiss. Tag him. He has a link for that. A closed end. There you go. So George, I love it. Okay. So closed-end fund, I have videos on it. A closed-end fund issues a set number of shares, just like George said, and then they seal it off, and then this thing trades on the exchange. So if, unlike a mutual fund where you buy it from the fund or sponsor, if you buy a closed-end fund, you're buying it from another investor because it trades, and you're paying the market price. You can buy it on margin. You can sell it short, all that crap. Okay. Steve, I just told you how to stop being nervous, right? Here's the other thing. I don't know why you get anxiety, but do this. Somebody else goes, that one of my videos match up with STC, but the order, not the words. Get Speechify. Some people like that. Some people use Speechify, and it reads the shit to them. Okay. Okay. I think we're getting near the end, right? Okay. There you go. I fucking love that. This is a boom, boom, boom. No, ETF is not. No, an ETF is an open end, but acts like a closed end. But an ETF is not actively managed. So, guys, okay, right. So, U4 is when you start as a rep. Oh, let me do this. Form BD is when you create the broker dealer. Form U4 is what you do when you start as a rep. Form U5 is when you leave. Form U6 is when you fuck up. Okay. So a closed-end fund, right, is not an ETF. Okay, a closed-end fund is not an ETF. But they act the same. They both trade. You can buy them on margin. You can sell them short. But ETFs have like leveraged, inverse. They're passively managed. They're more transparent. Shit like that. Okay. Guys, don't forget. There you go. Okay. Yeah, yes, Ellie. Yeah, there's absolutely an example of it. Yeah, it's definitely good. And that's why if you guys go, the other thing, if you guys want to practice the SIE, if you go to my playlist called Practice Exams, the first one called 75 Questions is very close to what you will get on the test. I'll leave it at that, okay? Very, very close to what you will get on the test. Okay. Boom. I love it. Okay. Not too bad. We ended with 43 people on here, almost an hour and a half. I have to go pick up my wife all the way across town because my kids are too lazy to drive them over. She's half a mile away. Okay. Guys, I love doing this. My favorite. Steve, we're going to nail this. I'm going to see you Thursday. George, you're going to be fine. Ashley, if you're still on here, you're going to fucking rock this on Monday. You're going to rock this, okay? I love it. Awesome. Okay, guys, I am going to head out. I can't say this enough. This is at Tuesdays and Thursdays are absolute my favorite night of the week, and I am going to get out of here.
Go, happy Fagel!